You create configurable consolidation rules on the Consolidated tab of the Consolidation Process page. Configurable consolidation rules run during consolidation and create consolidation accounting entries using the elimination member of the consolidation dimension. I'll add a rule to the Equity Adjustments for Subsidiaries rule set. The rules in this rule set are used to eliminate the subsidiary's consolidation amount from equity accounts, post an offset for the subsidiary's percent ownership, which represents the holding company's ownership share, to the goodwill account, and post the minority interest ownership share to the minority interest account. The rules within a rule set typically create a balanced set of entries in the chart of accounts. I'll add the rule to calculate minority interest. To add a rule to a rule set, select the row for the rule set and then click Create Rule. Rules may inherit conditions from the rule set. You cannot override the conditions for individual rules. For this rule set, the consolidation method must be subsidiary or proportional, and the data value cannot be 0. The factor is the percentage applied to the source value to calculate the amount to post to the elimination member. I'll use the current period minority or non-controlling interest ownership percentage as the factor. If a factor was defined in the rule set, it's used by all the rules in the rule set, and this field is read-only. The processing option specifies whether the source value should be added to or subtracted from the target. If the source and target account types are different, Account Intelligence determines whether to reverse the sign, in addition to performing the specified add or subtract. The data set and scope settings are inherited from the rule set. The data set specifies the members from which to retrieve the data. The scope allows the data set to be filtered to limit the members for which the rule executes. You cannot modify the data set or scope in the individual rules. You can redirect source members of the account, intercompany, movement, data source, or custom dimensions to a different target member. I'll select minority interest for the target account. You can select a single base level member only for the target. If there are multiple source members, the values are accumulated in the target. In this case, values for equity accounts that meet the filter criteria will accumulate in the minority interest account. You can add if-else condition blocks to make selection of the redirection member for a dimension depend on a condition being met. For intercompany, if the current source entity is a base level member, I want to post to its intercompany member. For movement, if the data represents an acquisition by the holding company, I want to post to the acquisitions member. Otherwise, to the disposals member. I'll add a condition block to intercompany with the legal company consolidation string in the if statement. This returns true if the entity is a base member. Consolidation strings are functions useful in consolidation and are available for the entity and intercompany dimensions. I'll use the source POV entity consolidation string to specify the redirection member. This string is replaced with the current source entity member at runtime. I'll leave the else member at the default of same as source. For the movement condition block, I'll say that if the change in ownership percentage is an increase, select acquisitions as a target member. Otherwise, select disposals. Typically, the data source member is redirected to a level 0 member under total eliminations. You can add custom members under total eliminations to provide a rule set by rule set audit trail. I've added a member named Equity Adjustments to track the results from this rule set. I'm finished working on this rule, so I'll click Save and Close. The rule has been added to the rule set.